محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. أشهد أن لا إله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد، يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير. نحمده سبحانه وتعالى على أن أنعمت علينا، ونستعينه ونستغفره ونتوب إليه، ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له، ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله إلى الثقلين من الجن والإنس. والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث الرحمة للعالمين، وعلى آله وأصحابه الذين آمنوا به في ساعة العسر واليسر واتبعوه ونشروا دينه. وسلام الله علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. آمين. أما بعد، فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أيها المسلمين والمسلمات، أوصيكم والنفس بتقوى الله، واستعينوا على طاعته بما رزقكم الله، واعلموا أنكم مسؤولون عن أعمالكم ودينكم وأنعامه عليكم، كما قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في محكم تنزيل: ثم لا تسألن يومئذ عن النعيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Obedience of our brothers and sisters in Islam, I start today's khutbah in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. Allah is one without equal, Allah is one without counterpart, Allah is one without beginning, Allah is one without an ending, Allah is manifest, Allah is hidden. Your creator, my creator. I testify to the messengership of Maulana Mustafa Muhammad, the best of mankind, the one Allah has raised to deliver mankind from darknesses of this world and to lead mankind into the salvation, the light, and the mercy of Allah. May the peace and salutations of Allah be showered upon the noble soul of Maulana Mustafa Muhammad. May that be extended to his household. May that be extended to the Sahabas who stood with him in the days of adversities, when friends can hardly stand like friends. These Sahabas stood with the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May Allah extend that blessing and mercy unto each and every one of us here today. The best of message is that which is contained in the Quran, and the best of guidance is that which Maulana Mustafa led. Therefore, whoever hearken to that message will never go astray. Indeed, whoever guides aright is the one that is rightly guided. Whoever allows to go astray or allowed to wander shall never find a way. We thank Allah for training us the light of Islam. May the light of Islam continue to guide each and every one of us. Obedient servants of Allah. Let us fear Allah. Let us fear Allah. Let us be conscious of Allah. Let us keep the limits which Allah has set for us in all endeavor. This constitutes our opening to today's khutbah, which is titled Idadul Imtihan, preparation for examination. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in our Quran, وَمَا كَانَ لِنَبِيٍّ أَنْ يَضِلَّ وَمَنْ يَضِلَّ يَأْتِي بِمَا ضَلَّ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ ثُمَّ تُوَفَّى كُلُّ نَفْسٍ مَا كَسَبَتْ وَهُمْ لَا يُظْلَمُونَ أَفَمَنِ اتَّبَعَ رِضْوَانَ اللَّهِ كَمَنْ بَاءَ بِسَخَطٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَمَأْوَاهُ جَهَنَّمُ وَبِئْسَ الْمَصِيرُ هُمْ دَرَجَاتٌ عِندَ اللَّهِ وَاللَّهُ بَصِيرٌ بِمَا يَعْمَلُونَ. Allah said in Quran chapter 3, verse 161 to 163, which we have rendered, وَمَا كَانَ لِنَبِيٍّ أَنْ يَضِلَّ. The issue of cheating, we actually ought to talk on preparation for examination, but the aspect we want to speak on is the negative preparation towards examination, because the positive preparation is well defined and it is legal and lawful in Islam. Therefore, it is to be commended. However, those aspects that can take one out of Islam, that is the aspect we want to look at when we talk about examination. In about 2 weeks' time, inshallah, very plus or minus some days, we'll be going into the first semester examination. As Muslims, what are we expected to do as Muslims? How do we expect ourselves to be conducted? I'm not only talking about students. Other staffs of the University of Unilorin are inclusive. And by extension, whoever may be hearing us who belongs to that class of life, walks of life, they should take lesson from this, that what is expected of you and me as believer, because the entire world is trial for believers. Allah says in Quran chapter 3, verse 161 to 163, no prophet could ever be false to his trust. If any person is so false, he shall on the day of judgment restore what he has misappropriated. Then shall every soul receive his due. Whatever it earned, and none shall be dealt with unjustly. Is the man who follows the good pleasure of God like the man who draws on himself the wrath of Allah, and whose abode is in hell, a woeful refuge? They hear the positive and the negative. They are in varying degrees in the sight of God, and God says, well, all that you do. Obedient servants of Allah, we want to mention that examination is part of worship. And examination, like any other transaction, has its rules and regulations that draws credibility and reliability on the outcome of that examination. Allah has set standard that is expected of a Muslim. Allah has set standard that Muslim must abide by in all ramifications, and that is why we say Islam is life. As life is Islam, because Islam has never left anything untouched in activities of man. Examination is like salat to Muslims, because Allah told us in our Quran that وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have never created. It is not my intention just to create mankind and the community of jinns, except for the people that they are coming to serve me. That is Allah. Therefore, the entirety of Muslims' life is to worship Allah. As it will look odd to a sensible person to see somebody observing salat and at the same time pickpocketing another person, stealing another person's property. The same way, a sensible person, a Muslim, will find it to be odd to even see, not to engage, see somebody cheating in examination. And I want to liken this to what the Prophet told us about salat. He said, do you know that person who cheats himself in salat? The Prophet said, cheating. If it's outside salat, that can be reasoned. But for somebody to be salat to be cheating, he said that person who fails to make ruku normally, doesn't do it well, who makes the sajda and he doesn't do the sajda well, that person himself he cheats himself. Therefore, the same way, cheating could be found in other activities we engage in. In examination, there are three options, there are three routes to which one can take to get results. There are three options. One of the options is preparing well early enough to attend classes, assignments, attending tutorials, preparing for tests, and preparing well for the eventual examination. That is a route to getting success in an examination. Another route that is also possible is to have, is not to prepare well, read a little, play another time. When the test is coming, you are running helter-skelter. When the examination is coming, you are not well prepared and you don't have confidence in yourself. Although that person will have also read a little. If he gets to the examination, the only way to get success is to cheat in that examination. That's another route. The third route is to avoid preparation, no class. When other people are in the class, he went to do night party, he will be sleeping in the hostel, he has to do some yahoo and some other things like that. And at the end of the day, exam is coming, he also want to make first class or 2-1, not even 2-2 or pass. That person too will prepare all machineries, using all electronic gadgets available to him. Last examination somewhere, somebody, a student was caught, a Muslim, was caught and was brought to me as chief examiner in that examination hall. He came with a phone and all the courses he did, page by page, were snapped, photographed into that phone, and he took it into the examination hall. You know, that was another preparation too. For him to have snapped page by page courses he offered is another preparation. What does he want? He wants success as well. My brothers and sisters in Islam, the last two routes are unlawful, un-Islamic, haram, and whoever takes it to attain success will meet the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Somebody asked, assuming somebody cheats and was able to go away with it, he cheats in exam. First semester he cheated, second, first year, third year, last year, and he got away with it and got a degree. He asked, what is the Islamic judgment concerning that? My dear brothers in Islam, let us see the implications, social implication of such. Let us say the one we can comprehend well. A medical doctor, MBBS, at the end of the cheating, and is now certified to be a medical doctor that will be charged with responsibility of taking care of the life of you and me. But he has not gone through the training properly. What will he be doing when he gets there? It will not be different from a butcher, because he will prescribe paracetamol for somebody that is having stomach problem, because you just need to take a tablet, or give the injection that's supposed not to be used by that person. Life will be lost in the process, and that is why Islam considers all those acts as haram. In the fatwa of the ulama, if somebody cheats and gets away through human system and he is certified, if he uses the certificate to earn his living, every kobo of that living is haram. Every kobo he earns through that cheating is haram. Why? Because the way you will see that it is not that somebody who is not certified to be a medical doctor and is performing is cheating, the same way you will see that whatever is earning constitute haram to that person. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu atii'u Allaha wa atii'u rasulahu wa la tubtilu a'malakum. All you believers, be obedient to Allah, be obedient to His Messenger, Maulana Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And don't use your handwork to destroy your good work. For somebody to think of microchips is not an easy thing. To get to the examination hall and still able to transmit that into the booklet, examination booklet, and submit is not an easy thing. If that person has sat down and think of getting it into his heart, then he will have passed, and Allah will have put barakah in whatever he gets. That is the similitude which Allah has given to us, that whoever anything that he has not labored for, or is praised for what he has not done, is condemned and he will be punished by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you look at Surah Al-Imran, Allah said, لا تحسبن الذين يفرحون بما آتوا ويحبون أن يحمدوا بما لم يفعلوا ولا تحسبنهم بما فازت من عذاب ولهم عذاب أليم. Think not that those who exult in what they have brought about and love to be praised for what they have not done, think not that they can escape the penalty. For them is a penalty grievous indeed. Therefore, as Muslims that we are preparing for examination, let us know that there is a greater invigilator above all invigilators. An invigilator that will not run after you before you are caught. An invigilator that nothing escapes his record. An invigilator that is just and will not allow, he doesn't have family, he doesn't have who will influence his judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has appointed, besides human invigilators, two good writers, Kiraman Katibin, Ya'lamuna ma taf'alun. Muslims must be conscious of this, that Allah has appointed has appointed for me. In all actions, it's not only in examination that these people should take record of everything that we do in life, and that will be transmitted back to us on the day of judgment. For everybody, that deed is hung onto our name, and on the day of judgment, it will be brought out by you yourself, and you will read it. Ikra kitabaka kafa nafsika. Read the book yourself. You are sufficient as a witness. There was this narration by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said he was moving in Medina, in the city of Medina, and he got to a trader. He has a heap of corn, heap of grains to sell. The prophet was going, and he got there, and he thrust his hand into the heap to feel what is below. And the Prophet felt wetness and rotting material below. He put it back and asked this trader, "What happened to the heap?" He said, "The rain beat it, and it is the effect of the rain that you fell below." The Prophet asked him, "Why don't you bring those one up, so that anybody that sees one to buy will have seen that it's already running, it's not dry, it's wet." So you should do that. That failure to do that is cheating. Brothers and sisters, that's microchips you take in. You cannot be begging anybody that please, at the end of when you are caught, you know you are cheating. You know that you are cheating, and that is why we are preparing you hard well enough. That before the examination, prepare through the first route, read, go into tutorial discussions, ask other people that understood better than you to explain, and pray to Allah to bless your effort. Whatever you now earn, that will be best for you. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha wa qulu qawlan sadida yuslih lakum a'malakum wa yaghfir lakum dhunubakum wa man yuti' Allaha wa rasulahu faqad faza fawzan 'azima. الحمد لله رب العالمين الواحد الأحد أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على عبدك ورسولك محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه آمين. عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Obedience of Allah, let us ask ourselves, why should I go into cheating of whatever kind? Some people are in offices, they cheat with their pen as well. Some people cheat with their speech. Some people cheat with their appearance. Whatever means by which you are cheating, ask yourself, why do you engage in that? The first that you come to remember is that you can deceive man, that they may not understand, may not know, and you may not be caught. That would have been the reason. But as Muslims, we should think about that Allah will bring every bit of what we act on. Even our inactions will also be judged by Allah. Human being will only judge action. Even our inactions will be judged by Allah. Let us see the conversation between Prophet Luqman ﷺ and his son, the only son, when he told him, Ya bunayya, innaha in takum mithqala habatin min khardalin fatakun fi sakhratin aw fi samawati aw fil ard ya'ti biha Allah inna Allah latifun khabir. Sadaqallahu al-azim. Prophet Luqman said, "Oh my son, If there be but the weight of a mustard seed, or what we call atom weight, and it were hidden in a rock or anywhere in the heavens or on earth, God will bring it forth, for God understands the finest mysteries and is well acquainted with them all. Therefore, even in the corner of your room, when all your roommates are out, you are preparing to cheat the following day, or sometimes even that preparation is known to Allah. Because there is no gathering of two except that Allah is the third. No gathering of four except Allah is the fifth. No gathering of six except Allah is the seventh. Even if it's lower than two, you are the only one. Allah is your second tier. I want to see, inshallah Kareem, that the forthcoming examination, no one among the community of Muslims will be caught cheating. No one. When they catch somebody, you know that it's not a Muslim. And it is because cheating is like any other illness, eating that in the heart, affecting the heart. The only surgical operation for it is the word of Allah, which you have listened to today. And whoever remains sick after this one, what will cleanse that person up? Well, also with that is hellfire. Whoever has listened to the message of Allah that cheating is haram, whatever you earn through it thereafter will be haram, and a chastisement is awaiting that person on the day of judgment, and it continues. See, nothing can heal that person except hellfire. May Allah save us from it. Therefore, staff and students that will be involved in the forthcoming examination, be a Muslim. Be a Muslim. And that is the only way out that can save us. That the message the Prophet brought is meaningful to you. In Allah ya'muru bil ihsani wa ita'i dhil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsha'i wal munkari wal baghi ya'idukum la'allakum tadhakkarun. Let us pray. اللهم اصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا، واصل لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا، واصل لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا، واجعل حياتنا زيادة لنا في كل خير، واجعل الموت لنا راحة من كل شر. اللهم أقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك، ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك، ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا، ومتعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقوتنا ما أحييتنا، واجعله الوارث منا، واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا، ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا، ولا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمك. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. أقم الصلاة.
صفوا صفوفكم وتقطعوا صفوفكم فإن تسوية الصفوف انتهى من الصلاة. صفوا صفوفكم